Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
My point of order, Mr. Speaker. Many of us, members of Parliament and of this House who represent Kenyans, we have a lot of interest in this debate of the promotion of this.
What is out of order, Wanjala?
What is out of order, Mr. Speaker, is that you have severally picked on Somalis and you have excluded us and you want to finish the nominee.
Order, Wanjala. Order, Wanjala. Order. Order, honorable members. Order. Honorable Wanjala. Order. Order, members. Order. Honorable Wanjala, there are no Somalis in this house. We only have members of Parliament. And you are totally out of order in trying to profile your colleagues in a tribal manner. In fact, if you are talking of ethnicity, the member for Gunja that I've given this floor does not fall in your profile. Wandai, proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I also want to add my voice in support of this motion. I have known personally Nuruddin from the time he was very young, and I am convinced any country, for a country to prosper and for a country to have a proper security machinery, we must have an intelligence service that is perfect in every sense of the word. We cannot eliminate the scourge of Al-Shabaab and the kind of insecurities we have in this country unless we have somebody whom we have all a lot of trust in. And I'm sure Nuruddin is that very person.
Thank you.
Mr.
Approve the appointment of Mr. Nuruddin Mohammed Haji as the Director General of the National Intelligence Service. Honorable Speaker, as has been said by my chairman, the committee paid due regard to the procedures used to arrive at the nominee, having met all the constitutional and statutory requirements relating to the Office of the Director General of the National Intelligence Service and suitability of the nominee for the appointment proposed, having regard to whether the nominee's abilities, experience, and qualities meet the needs of this agency. Honorable Speaker, upon conclusion of the approval hearings, we scrutinize the personal, academic, and career background of the nominee, and we are fully convinced that he fits the role of the Director General of National Intelligence Service. Indeed, we established that the nominee, Mr. Nuruddin Mohammed Haji, meets the requirements of Chapter 6 of the Constitution on leadership and integrity, having been cleared from the following statutory bodies: the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, the Kenya Revenue Authority, the Director of Criminal Investigations, Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, and the Higher Education Loan Board, and all of them gave a clean bill of health. 2, the nominee complies with the Section 81B of the National Intelligence Service Act, whereby he meets all the requirements pertaining to the appointment of the Office of the Director General. That the nominee has held the following positions and in total has had a career spanning over 18 years in the public service, most of it having been performed at the National Intelligence Service at senior levels. Honorable Speaker, the nominee has not been charged in any court of law, and therefore this also informed us on his suitability. The nominee does not hold any office in a political party, and that also has a requirement of the schedule to the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approvals Act. Honorable Speaker, during the approval hearing, the nominee demonstrated knowledge of topical, administrative, and technical issues touching on the government and has thus the requisite abilities, qualifications, and experience to serve as the Director General of the National Intelligence Service. During the approval hearings, we received 26 memorandums. Out of this, 4 were against and 22 were in favor of the nominees. Those that were against also, we scrutinized and looked at their background, whether they could sway the government, the committee's decision. But all those memos did not stand on legal grounds, and therefore we could not consider them. Honorable Speaker, with that, and having considered the credential of the nominee, we wish to assure this House and the country at large that the right man for the job for this particular new appointment is Nurdin Mohammed Haji, and he fits the bill. As has been said before, Nurdin Haji comes from a career family. His late father was a career civil servant. His mother is also a career civil servant, and therefore has had long piece of career in the public service. Yes. Honorable Speaker, I want to urge this House to consider the nominee and approve his nomination so that he serves in this position as soon as possible. Honorable Speaker, with those few remarks, I second the motion and urge the House to adopt this report. Thank you very much.
I've interacted with Nurdin as an advocate, as an intelligence officer, and currently as the DPP, and now being confirmed today, inshallah, as the next DG. Mr. Speaker, in all this, what is coming out is Nurdin is a quintessential, pragmatic intelligence officer, Mr. Speaker, and I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to contribute to the further transformation of our intelligence community. I support this, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me this time. Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me this time. On behalf of Ijara people, I am grateful and indeed honored to thank His Excellency the President for appointing us one of our son to head the security docket. The people of Ijara are proud to have one of their sons to be nominated for the said position.
Thank you.
And Mr. Speaker, Nurdin Haji is a competent man with integrity whose capacity is never in doubt. And when he's worked at the DPP and the Deputy Director of Counterintelligence, he received integrity awards and gained confidence and trust of Kenyans. I welcome his appointment, and I urge and request colleagues across the political divide to consider his approval, and we say thank you very much.
The findings of the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations in its report on the vetting of a nominee for the appointment as Director General of the National Intelligence Service, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 6 June 2023, and pursuant to Section 7(3)(b) of the National Intelligence Service Act 2012, this House approves the appointment of Mr. Nurdin Mohammed Haji, OGW CBS, as the Director General of the National Intelligence Service. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? No. The ayes have it.